Welcome to Blended Healing. Welcome to Blended Healing tonight. We made it, y'all. It's Friday. Whew, child. It is Friday and we have made it through the week. I'm going to wait a little bit just in case somebody decides they want to come in. Otherwise, we're going to continue with the class tonight on forgiveness. So, a little housekeeping things. Okay. Thank you for stopping through. Please make sure that you have a pen and paper, or wait for the replay and pause the video as often as you like to gather the information needed for the process going forward. Hello, my beloved, the goddess of love. How are you, baby? How are you? I hope everything is well in your world. I really do. I appreciate you for coming through tonight. I know there's so many things going on in the YouTube streets, and for you to even stop by to just say hello means the world. Like I said, this will be available on replay because there's so much things to keep up with that's happening tonight. And but I am here as I stated I would be. This is going to be a process of healing. We're going to dig deep down into the woods with this. And you're going to be down in the woods, down in the trees, and the roots, the grass. It's going to be everywhere. So in true blended healing form, let's begin this process. Hey, lovely. Hi, beautiful Madam Oracle. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you, Dee. I appreciate you. So in blended healing fashion, Father God, Mother God, all that is within you is in all of us. I want to thank you for everything that you have done, everything that you're about to do, and everything that you will do and you are doing. I want to thank you. I ask for protection over this platform tonight. for each and every person that walks in the door. This is a sacred space. This is a space for gathering knowledge. This is a space for love. This is a space for peace. Anything besides that will not be tolerated. This is a place for love. This is a place for growth. This is a safe haven. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I want this channel to grow. Each one reach one. Each one teach one. And just to let you know, I'll be going through this process with you too. So I want to thank you. Hey, Jeej. Thanks for stopping in, sis. So this is a place to grow. And I'm asking for the angels to protect this space, to stand guard for any negative energy that comes through this door may be stopped. No negative energy in this space. This is a sacred space for healing for the next few weeks. So I want to thank you. Oh, thank you, love. I appreciate you as always. So without further ado, I want to thank you. Please do me a favor, each one that's underneath the sound of my voice, please put an X in the back of your neck. Ashe. Father, I ask you to protect each and every one that comes through the door today. I ask for protection over me from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet, from one side to the next, and all around. I ask for protection over those who are in the chat, D Goddess of Love, Madam Oracle, Gigi checking in, and all those who enter through the door. Put a protection seal around them. So without that, let's get started. We got a lot to cover. Like I said, I have put together a presentation, and I did a voiceover, so it's my first voiceover. And I will be stopping the presentation in the middle to go over some things. So please reserve your questions until we get to that space and time, all right? All right then. Let's get to it. Welcome to the Healing Through Forgiveness segment. Today we're going to be going over the introduction as well as tools and what you need to have in order to start the process. Let us begin. Healing through forgiveness. I call for the courage and the freedom to be myself, to forgive myself, and to forgive all others. Everything that happens to me is a part of the plan for my awakening, including those challenging events that force me to shift out of my passivity and self-limiting behavior patterns. From the depth of my soul, I call out for growth. I pray to be released from my burdens and to discover and express my gifts. From deep within my pain, I call for peace. From deep down within my codependency, I call for the courage and the freedom to be myself, to forgive myself, and to forgive all others. Forgiveness ain't easy. It's the most important inner work you can do within your mind and heart. It is imperative that you learn how to keep your energy clear. The practice of forgiveness is your ticket to clarity. vitality, and freedom. You will learn to forgive everyone for everything, including yourself. In the process of forgiveness, you will discover something extraordinary. You will discover peace. Come out of the darkness, babies, and into the light. Clear your mind and heart to create the space necessary for you to love others and yourself. Make the commitment to yourself today, now, right now. If you're ready to stop feeling bad, stop being wounded, stop wondering why this is that, stop holding grudges, and stop giving yourself reasons and excuses to be, to do, and have less than you desire. This is not easy, but it's doable. When you walk with friends, it can be a challenge. It could be a challenge. It could be a difficult journey. It seems a lot shorter and a great deal easier. This is the vision. This is what you can expect. Practices that can help you along your path. When you know how to forgive, you eliminate excess mental and emotional weight that keeps you stuck in repetitive situations and circumstances. You have to learn how to forgive your past. Releasing the past restores us to the full energy of the present moment. Forgiveness addresses how we think, feel about others and ourselves, and how those thoughts manifest within our lives as energy. Your mind controls your mood. It is safe to say that you always have some kind of thought that runs through your mind. Something that keeps you emotional. If a situation or circumstance or a relationship doesn't feel good, that's a sign that there's someone or something you have not forgiven. Everything we think, everything we do, and everything that we feel begins in the mind. Address the thoughts, beliefs, judgments, and learnings and perceptions that you hold in your mind. Create a loving, healthy, and fulfilling the life plus loving and healthy and fulfilling relationships. It begins in your mind. The energy of a feeling doesn't die or go away because we ignore it or resist it. In fact, it is the energy of the unacknowledged feeling beneath the distorted thoughts that keeps us stuck. Once we learn how to harness that energy behind our thoughts, our emotions will no longer control how we feel or what we do. Quite often, we are stuck in the memories of what we have done or not done, what others have done to us or not done for us. How we think and feel about others and ourselves can keep us stuck in a swamp of toxic emotions. More often than not, we are so self-righteous about what we think and how we feel. We become quick to judge and slow to forgive. We believe that what we believe, and that's it, and that's all. Forgiveness addresses how we think and feel about others and ourselves, and how those thoughts manifest within our lives as energy. It is absolutely essential to identify and release the long-held, worn-out beliefs that often hold toxic thoughts in our mind. There are things that may block, delay, hinder, obstruct, or deny personal growth and healing. They are also the things that lower your personal energy vibration. Identifying and forgiving these energetic blockages is essential for personal evolution. In order to identify and assist in putting your feelings into words, there is a list that covers most of the common and habitual feelings that the average person experiences. I have given you a list. Please look at these triggers. Look at these trigger words. These are emotional triggers. This is something, if you can take a screenshot of this because you're going to need it going forward. These are the words that you're going to be using to identify how you are feeling, your emotional triggers. If you don't catch it this go around, make a notation to go back to the replay and get this. What I also will do is, let me just pause this for a second. And I think I put it in for you. Give me 1 sec. All right. I did. Okay. So here's chart number 1. Do you see it? All right. These are the emotional triggers that you are going to see. Let me just take this down. Okay, there it is. You see it. Take a screenshot of these words. These are emotional triggers. You know, when you don't know how you're feeling, this is something that can help you to identify the feelings and put them into words. So you have I'm just going to read this because I know that there's a certain someone in here that can, I don't know if she can pick this up, but I'm just going to read through them for her benefit. Okay? Abandon, absent-mindedness. Okay, that's what I thought, Jeej. Emotional trigger words. Abandon, absent-mindedness, abuse, accidents, accusing, addicted, afraid, aggravated, aggressive, agitated, agony, alone, ambition, analyzing, anger, anguish, anxiety, apprehensive, arguing, arrogance, ashamed, attachment, attacked, avoidance. B, bad, being judgmental, being opinionated, being reactive, being scattered, being too emotional, being ungrounded, betrayed, bitterness, blaming, blind devotion, bored, boredom, bossiness, burden, busyness. C, carelessness, cheated, codependency, complaining, compromise, compulsion, concerned, conflict, conflicted, confused, confusion, control, controlling, cowardness, crazy, critical, criticism, criticized, cruelty, cynical. D, deceitfulness, deception, deceptive, defeated, defensive, defensiveness, defiance, dejected, denial, denied, dependency, depression, desperate, despondent, destructive, devastated, deviousness, and discontent. I am reading these out loud for those who have a visual impairment. So please bear with me. And I'm going to do this because I need everybody to get this, okay? We are now going to go into chart number 2, starting with the letter G. Hi, antisocial. Hi, baby. We have grief, guilt, gullible. Letter H, heartache, heartbroken, heartsick, heaviness of burdens, heavy in mind or body, helplessness, hesitant, hopeless, horrified, hostile, humiliated, hurried, hurt. The letter I, impulsiveness, inaccuracy, inadequate, incomplete, indebted, indecision, indifference, indifferent, indignant, inflexible, injury, insecurity, insensitivity, intellectualization, woo, intolerance, invalidated, irresponsible, irritated, isolation. The J's. K with half. Do you want me to give this to you in person? Yes or no? I want to make sure that I accommodate everybody. What you can do is if you give me your email, how about after this, I will post my email or I'll put my email in the chat. And if you would like for me to send it to you, send me an email and I will send you all of this documentation. Okay? So you have it. All right? All right. Sounds great. We'll move forward. So we have this chart. Chart number 3 goes through M and it ends with P. All right. Oops, sorry. Chart number 4. Chart number 4 starts with R and ends with T. Chart number 5 starts with U and ends with W. That is the first set of charts. You're going to need these charts. So let me go back to the comment section. All right. And let me type in my email address. It's very long, I know. It's Shamaka Essential Blends at gmail.com. For those who want the information that we're going over tonight, this is where you can email me and I will send you the required documents. Just tell me in your text message what you will want. So this is the charts for emotional triggers. So if you want a copy of the emotional triggers, just say, Blended, I want a copy of the emotional triggers, and I will send that to you. So this just goes over the different charts. Let me go back to I am here. Okay. All right, here we go. Let us continue. Okay, am I here? All right. All right. We're here. So then we have DEF in the presentation. These are the words. Just reading off the first. You have deception, egotistical. Then you have failure. These are emotional trigger words. You have grief. You have heartache, impulsiveness, jealousy, lack of commitment. You have manipulation, narrowness, obligated, obsessions, pain. Rage, sadness, terrified. These are emotional triggers. Ugly, vengeful, vulnerable, wasted. Forgiveness is the only cure for long held judgments. We judge ourselves and others when we believe someone is guilty until proven innocent. At the core of all judgments, there is the belief that things are not as they should be, as we want them to be, or as we need them to be. Our judgments, more often than not, give rise to a toxic or negative feeling. Forgiveness is the only cure for long-held judgments. Forgiveness of our judgments opens spaces and energy in our minds and hearts that has been blocked off by anger, bitterness, and resentment. What is often challenging for the human mind is to accept that, regardless of how hard, challenging, and frightening of our difficult experience may seem, everything is just as it needs to be in order for us to heal, grow, and learn. This is how we grow in faith and learn to trust the divine. Love is always present, surrounding us, guiding, growing, and teaching us. Forgiveness inevitably leads to acceptance. It is a demonstration of your willingness to move on. Acceptance does not mean that you don't grow. Acceptance means that you know, regardless of what happened, there is something bigger than you at work. There must be a presence in our heart in the power of love. We continue our journey. At the core of all judgments, there is the belief that things are not as they should be, as we want them to be, or as we need them to be. Nothing in life causes more pain and suffering than the judgments we hold about and against others and ourselves. Judgments are the thoughts of arguments that we hold against what it is and what it was. Every interaction and experience in life offers the opportunity to become aware of those things that we do not recognize and or do not accept about ourselves. Every interaction Nothing in life causes more pain and suffering than the judgments we hold about and against ourselves. When someone makes a remark about us, it may trigger hurt or fear or sadness, and we may judge the person as mean or insensitive or disrespectful. Here are some of the judgment issues that we will be going over. Okay, so when it comes to primary judgment issues, this is another document that you can request in writing, and I will send it to you via email. All you have to do is email me, and I will send it to you. Primary judgment issues, I'm just going to touch over it. More often than not, judgments can be traced back to one of three primary issues. Number one, we do not tolerate the same behavior or characteristics in ourselves. We do not tolerate the same behavior or characteristics in ourselves when we judge somebody. Number two, we are unaware that we behave a certain way and of that impact that our behavior has on others. Number three, when you are envious and resentful, we must find something wrong with others who have what we want or do what we desire to do. Come on, somebody. Does this sound familiar? Take this in. Those are the primary judgment issues. Let's continue. It is only when we forgive our judgments that we can have compassion for others, even when they behave in ways we wouldn't do. Okay? That we wouldn't do. Forgiveness allows us to explore and to release our long-held beliefs and assumptions about ourselves. Here's the thing. Regardless of how hard, challenging, frightening, or difficult an experience may seem, everything is just as it needs to be in order for us to heal, to grow, and to learn. That's deep. But when you reread it and reread it and reread it, it makes so much sense. I want to tell you that this book that I'm going over with you is the book called Forgiveness by Iyanla Vanzant. This is a learning tool, thus me putting up the banner. We are going to go through this together, so have no fear. The text is combined with some of my knowledge as well as experiences, and I want you to get the best benefit that you can have. I'm going to go through the process slowly, but deliberately. You're going to feel a lot of triggers. This ain't easy, people. This ain't easy. But I digress. We're going to go into the process of tapping. I'm going to teach you the basics of it. First, let's go through the back channel of it. Tapping is considered a healing process known as progressive emotional freedom technique, pro EFT. This process was created by Master Lindsay Kenny and can be compared to the process of needless or needleless. That was a terrible thing. Needleless acupuncture. This evolution of the meridian-based therapy used to move energetic blockages through and out of your body. We all hold negative energy in the form of thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and memories. Those all have energy. Tapping is a process that can unblock the stuck mental, emotional, or physiological discomfort caused by blocked energy. So in this process, you could even look at it as Reiki because you're moving the energy through the meridians in your body. What are the meridians in your body? They are the energy points that I'm going to show you in a chart that you will be tapping with, okay? Now, tapping is the taking your 4 fingers. Just do it right now. And just choose a place, like your collarbone, and you take your hands and you do it in rhythm. That's moving. That's a meridian. When you tap on the side of your eyes, you're doing it with both hands, with 4 fingers, or 2, whatever makes it easier for you. That's a meridian on the side of your eyes. When you tap at the crown of your head, that is a meridian. I got the charts up. Just wanted to give you the basics. Use 4 fingers or 2 when you're tapping in these different meridians where energy is stored and where you're going to be moving this around in your body. I just wanted to give you the background of it, okay? All right, let's continue. So here is a chart. These are your key energy points. The top of your head, okay? Your inner eyebrow. I hope you're doing this with me. I just want you to test it out just in case you have any questions. So you're going to tap on the top of your head, the crown of your head. See it in the chart? Next is your inner eyebrow. Tap there. Be gentle. Don't beat yourself up. Be gentle. But do it in rhythm. The side of your eye or the end of your eyebrow where your temples are. Okay? You tap there. Underneath your eye. Underneath your eye. Underneath your nose. You only need 1 hand for that. Underneath your nose. Under your lip. 1 hand. Your collarbone. Both 2 hands. Okay? They're showing you a tender spot, which is right above your breast. Okay? Under your arms. I know you're going to look like a monkey. I'm just saying. Under your arms. Okay? I'm tapping with you. And under your breast is considered your liver points. So let's read it through. Your eyebrow. Your eyebrow is the inner eyebrow. The side of the eye is the end of your eyebrow where your temples are. Your under eye, your under nose is one hand. Your chin is one hand. Your collarbone is two hands. Underarm is two hands. Your liver point is underneath your breast. Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry, I missed something. Tapping your wrist together. Tapping your wrist together is another point. So you tap your wrist together. And then the crown of your head is two hands. Ashe? All right. Let's move forward. Next, we're going to be talking about the meridians and the emotions, okay? So when we talk about the tapping points, your connections, the meridians, and your emotions, the karate chop point is holding up your left hand, your right hand, sorry, and tapping with your right hand on the side of your hand, not where the thumb is, but on the side of your hand. This meridian is for the small intestines. You can keep tapping as I'm talking about this so you can get this down. This is called the karate chop. This releases sadness, psychological reversal, feeling stuck or frozen, the ability to let go, resistance to change, worry, compulsiveness. It supports letting go of the past, moving forward, healing from grief, connecting to present circumstances. Now let's move to the inner eyebrow, okay, which is the beginning of your eyebrow. This is called the bladder meridian. It releases trauma, hurt, sadness, restlessness, frustration, impatience, dread. It supports peace and emotional healing. You guys got that? As I'm talking about it, I need you to try to practice and go along with it, okay? All right, next. Next, we're going to be doing some other meridians. The side of the eye, which is the outer corner, which I told you is by the temple, that is for your gallbladder. That's your gallbladder meridian. This is releasing rage, anger, irritation, resentment, fear of change, muddled thinking. It supports your clarity and compassion. When you go under the eye, that is the bone that's beneath your eye. That is your stomach meridian. This releases obsessive worry, anxiety, phobias, frustration, nervousness, and cravings. It supports trust, contentment, calmness, and feeling safe. Under your nose, one hand. I'm right-handed, so of course I'm using my right hand, which is the middle of the upper lip, right under your nose, that right in between. That is the governing meridian through spinal column, okay? It releases embarrassment, cowardness, powerlessness, shame, guilt, fear of ridicule or failure, deep psychological reversals. Ooh, I just feel all tingly. All right. Okay, the next set that we're going to do is your chin, which is right below all right, your lower lip. You can do it with one hand. This is for your central vessel channel to your body. What it releases is shame, confusion, uncertainty, second guessing decisions, psychological reversal. It supports your honor, your clarity, your certainty, your confidence, and self acceptance. With your collarbone is 1 inch below your actual bone. Okay? That is for your neurolymphatic system. It releases anxiety, insecurity, indecision, psychological reversal, feeling stuck, and general stress. It helps you to support power and accomplishment, ease in moving forward, reason, diplomacy, confidence, clarity, and harmony. Underneath your arms, which is the middle of your armpit, you got to get there, is your spleen meridian. This releases low self-esteem, self-neglect, anxiety, obsession, nervousness, and hopelessness. It supports clarity, confidence. Boy, I feel that energy moving because I've been tapping. Clarity, confidence, fairness, relaxation, compassion for self and for others. We move on. The next set that we're going to be talking about is the liver points, which is directly underneath your breast. That is your liver meridian. It releases rage against yourself, anger, guilt, unhappiness. It supports kindness towards yourself, nurturance, self-acceptance. When you tap your wrists together, your wrists are tapping together. That's for your heart, your pericardium, and your liver meridians. It releases pain, grief, self-neglect, overwhelm, anger, insomnia, bloating, swelling, emotional and mental stress. This supports body consciousness, your nervous system, relaxation, clear thinking, intuition, transformation, and regeneration. Ashe? We all here together? Okay. Now, we're going to talk about lastly, the last meridian, which is the crown of your head. You use two hands. I know the image shows one, but it's one hand, and then the second is 2 inches 2 inches back from the direct center. This is considered your governing meridian. It releases compulsive thinking, confusion, disorganization, and your inner critic. But it supports your ability to take a stand, spiritual connection, and discernment, insight, intuition, focus, wisdom, and clarity. Ashe? Ashe. Let's move forward. So now, you guys know how to move them energies around. Don't be just combining forgiveness and tapping is a powerful way to unclog every system in your life. Women hold negative thoughts about women and about men. Men hold negative thoughts about men and women. Many people hold negative thoughts about all other type of minorities. And it can also be their mother and their father, their lover, or their child. By identifying the negative thoughts or toxic feelings associated with people or experience you have choosing to forgive, tapping can add even more positive fuel to your life and well-being. Okay, so now this is another document that you might want to request. It is called the forgiveness tapping process. So this all will make sense. I promise you. Just get this down. Number one, you're going to identify the issue. Number two, you're going to rate the intensity level. Number three, you're going to learn how to clear resistance and have a reversal statement. Number four, you're going to have a setup statement. Number five, you're going to be going over a sequence or a series of tapping. Number six, you're going to recheck your intensity levels. I don't know about you, but I feel all of this energy moving around me from tapping. Number one, identifying the issue. Each week during the forgiveness process, I'm pushing it out to a week, but it could be less, okay? Because of obligations. But I know that you'll be able to get this because we'll be doing it together. Each week during the forgiveness process, you'll be working through a specific issue. That issue will be the focus of your journal and tapping work. You'll be journaling and tapping away the repetitive thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and memories of the topic. Number two, you're going to rate the intensity level. For this process, this is another thing you want to make sure you have a copy of or take a snapshot of. Number one, to rate the intensity level, you're going to need to determine the energetic or emotional intensity of the issue on a scale from 0 to 10. And you can do this by simply thinking about the issue and asking yourself, on a scale from 0 to 10, how intense is the energy charge on this issue in my body? And trust what you hear. Number three, you're going to write the number down. A equals 0, which is no energetic charge or distress. I am at peace. B is number 5. I feel uncomfortable, but I can tolerate it. So that's midway between A, 0, and 5. So you can count your numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is your level. 5 is midway, that you feel uncomfortable, but you can tolerate it. And that goes for 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 is the real problem, and it's making you feel crazy, and you're in major distress. So at that point, you need to ask yourself, on a scale of 0 to 10, what is the intensity level of unforgiveness I have on this topic? A number will pop into your mind. Trust what comes forward. Next, this is going to talk about your clearing, resistance, and the setup statement. When something is familiar to you, even if it's no good for us or for you, the mind has a tendency to hold on to it. Resistance is the mental and emotional act of holding on to what is unproductive or, in many cases, toxic and self-destructive. When we talk about the reversal statement and the setup statement, they are designed to release the subconscious or even conscious resistance that keeps us stuck. These statements work to kick long-held habitual or repetitive thoughts and feelings out of the driver's seat and to the curb. Next, just explaining what these things are. Each week, you will do a tapping sequence You will repeat the reversal statement and the setup statement each 3 times while tapping continuously on the karate chop point. Okay? All right. Next, the reversal and setup statement formula. This is the way it's going to read. You're going to be putting this in your journal. So I hope you have a dedicated journal. You're going to need it. Okay? So the reversal and setup statement formula is this. Even though this, whatever the problem is, emotion or lack of forgiveness, so even though this weight gain causes me to feel sluggish or angry, so it's how it affects your life, keeps you stuck, energy or anger, bitter, stressed, etc. There's a part of me that doesn't want to release it. And this is where you write, change it, let it go, move on, forgive them, etc. And I want to love. You can write in here, accept, respect, like, whatever it is, myself anyway. It is important to remember that you can't just do the reversal statement alone. You then must tap on the rounds until the issue is completely gone or it is better. Let's continue. Salute, Gotti. Thank you for stopping through. Here's a sample of a reversal statement. This is how it reads. If you're having a difficult time, you can use this sample, okay? So for a sample reversal statement, it is, even though there is a part of me that is holding on to, and whatever that topic is, and that part of me refuses to let it go. I love myself totally and unconditionally. Here is a sample setup statement. You can use this as well. Even though I have been holding on to unforgiveness and judgments about whatever the topic is, and I don't want to let it go, I still deeply and completely love, respect, and accept myself. Next. We're getting through it, y'all. We're getting through it. We're almost done. So for the reversal and setup statement formula examples, note that both the setup statement and later in the process, the modified setup statement both contain the word still. This word signals that your subconscious mind that you are in an active release phase of your process. So when you use the word still in your statement, it is signaling your brain or your subconscious mind that this is something that you're working on when you use the word still. Okay? Let's move on. So, this is going to be the tapping sequence. Daily intentional tapping on each of the 10 meridian points that we just went through is responsible for the positive flow of energy throughout your body, mind, and spirit. And that is a powerful process because you're shifting the energy around, you're moving it, you're trying to get it out of your way. So as you tap, you'll speak each written forgiveness statement out loud as a reminder of your intention. I will be giving you the forgiveness statement. Okay? So with that, you work on each meridian point until your intensity level has reached 0. Always do a full round from eyebrow to crown of the head, even if it means you have to repeat the same statement several times until you get to 0. I know it's work. I know it's work. It's work. It's work. But it's worth it. And then after that, you're going to recheck your intensity level. Remember, this is a lot, but this is a commitment to yourself to heal. This is going deeper into shadow healing. I do not want you to make a mistake in thinking that this is an easy process, because it's not. So as you recheck your intensity level, once you have completed 3 rounds of tapping on the issue, stop and drink some water. Take a deep breath in your nose and release the breath slowly and softly through your mouth, making the sound as you do so. So you're going to take a deep breath through your nose, hold it, and then go and slowly let the complete breath out. Again, simply ask yourself the question, on a scale of 0 to 10, how intense is this issue within my body? Trust what you hear. Recheck your intensity level on any unforgiveness you are holding about yourself or others. If the level is at an 8 or higher, you're going to have to repeat the entire 3-round tapping sequence. The goal is to get it under 8. Goals. If the level is less than 8, you can repeat the modified setup statement 3 times while tapping constantly on the karate chop point. This helps to unlock any remaining resistance. Remember the karate chop. If it's under 8, you're going to do the karate chop on the side of your hand. If it's less than 8, and you're going to repeat that statement 3 times while you're tapping, and that helps to unlock any remaining resistance. When you are done, I know I didn't put this in here, but it's very imperative that you keep water beside you while you're going through the process, please. Okay? All right. Let's continue. We're almost done. I'm going to give you some things about journal setup. Your journal setup. Okay? Your forgiveness process guidelines. When you do this, you need to find a quiet place where you will not be disturbed for at least 30 minutes to 60 minutes, a half an hour to an hour. You can do this work in the morning or just before you go to bed. Begin by stilling your mind for at least 5 minutes. I gave you a link to meditative stillness to still your mind. There is the link to that. It's very short. It's like, I think, 5 to 7 minutes long. So it's a guidance that you can use to still your mind. After that, I'm going to supply you weekly with a forgiveness prayer. Okay, with that, you're going to practice it twice. Once silently, you're going to read it silently to yourself. And then another time, you're going to read it out loud. Because when you hear the prayer, it'll align you with the Holy Spirit, as it is the presence of the Creator that responds to the slightest request. Ashe? All right. I'm tired. I'm ready. I got sleepy. Number 4, in your forgiveness process guidelines is remember to scan the emotional trigger list, which will prepare you to dig deep into your consciousness. Give yourself permission to be radically honest with yourself about yourself. Remember, this is not somebody telling on yourself, and all of this other kind of stuff. This is your own personal forgiveness journey. Only if you want to share it, you can. Only if. You're going to use your journal to write and complete each of the 12 forgiveness statements. Each time you write a forgiveness statement, fill in the blank with your most heartfelt thoughts or memory to access your innermost thoughts and beliefs. Again, I will be giving you the forgiveness statements. And you're going to write it down in your journal. And then you're going to write how it makes you feel. Ashe? All right. Number 6, you're going to perform the tapping in sequence. You're going to review the general instructions on tapping into forgiveness. Then you're going to use your own forgiveness statements for the topic and tap on each of the 10 points outlined on the tapping diagram. Remember, if you do not have that statement, please use the ones that were given to you for a starting point until you get to something that you just, you want to write on your own. Number 7, you're going to have to process your thoughts and feelings consciously. As you move, you're going to be conscious of your movement because you're going to be conscious of the right now moment. So as you move through the tapping into forgiveness practice, you're going to give yourself permission and time to experience any emotions or thoughts that may rise to the surface. Things are going to rise up, but you got to let it go. Okay? You got to let it go. That's a part of healing. Moving on. Number 8, you're going to record your additional insights and breakthroughs in your forgiveness journal. If at any time you feel overwhelmed, listen to the stillness meditation again before attempting to complete your practice. After that is done, I also gave you a link to a gratitude meditation because it'll help you restore your mind and heart to balance, because you got to balance yourselves out, love. And it's short. So with that, you're going to complete the day's practice by spending 5 to 10 minutes in quiet reflection or listen to gentle meditative music. Be sure to do something good for yourself that day, okay? And we're rounding towards the end. I want to thank you for making this commitment to yourself. You are worthy. You deserve to heal. Next week, we'll start the process. Make sure you have a journal and a pen available. Ashe, and deep bow to each and every one of you. Okay, we got through it in under, a little over an hour. So I didn't hold you that long. At least I hope I didn't. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Woo! How's everybody doing? Let's go back to these comments, because when I get in teacher head, So I see that Madam Oracle, I appreciate you for coming through. Chiquita Rose. I hope I was able to help start the process. Shank, thank you, my brother, for stopping through. Gigi, you know what we do. If I don't send it to you, the child will. Antisocial, I want to thank you for stopping through, beloved. Okay. All right. Chiquita, yes, you can. Um, don't try to jump the gun. Give me send your email to me. All right? All right. Thank you, love. This is my email address. This is my email address. Okay? If you need a copy of some of the documents that we were going over, please email me and I will send you the documents that you need. Okay? All right. Thank you, D, Goddess of Love. I appreciate you. I really, really do. Madam Oracle, thank you for your support. And I'm glad you got it. That tapping got me tired, girl. I'm tired. Okay. Mr. Gotti, Mr. Yonkers himself, thank you for stopping through. Appreciate you. Yes, this process is very deep. I wanted to give the basics of it, Mr. Gotti, because we're going to be going through a rigorous healing, and it's not going to be easy at all. But if it's something that you want, then you'll do the process. If it's something that you can't get into right now and you start and it gets too heavy for you and you feel that you need to stop, then you can stop. But the good thing about it is that it'll be taped and on video, so you can always go back and start the process again. There's no wrong and there's no right way. It's whatever that's best for you. But for this process, yes. Girl, I know I need some water too. Woo, child. Mr. Gotti, I'm glad. I'm glad you stopped by. All right, Gigi, you already know. We put children to work around here. We put children to work. So I want to thank you for stopping by Blended Healing. Did y'all get everything y'all needed tonight? All right. Okay. This is going to be an interesting few weeks. Because like I said, the process usually is a daily thing. But child, there's so much, it's so impactful. And I just don't want to, I want to give you the full feeling of it. I want you to go through the process slow. I want you to go through slow. So that way you can. Oh, Madam Oracle. Gigi wants to know how your chickens are doing. She loves your chickens and she wants to know how your chickens are doing. Madam Oracle, if you're still here in the chat, she wants to know. You got to give us updates on your chickens. I'm also going to be dropping the link to D Goddess of Love. I'm going to be dropping the link for, of course, my girl, Madam Oracle. Okay, so I'll be dropping those in the link as well. I truly appreciate you, each and every one of you, for making this commitment to yourself. I really do. You are very brave. Very, very brave people. Because this right here, it doesn't matter if it's 2, 10, or it's 12 in the chat. I don't care. You guys came in wanting to make this change, wanting to change whatever you're going through. You want to release some things so you can have a better quality of life, so you can see things differently. Every morning at 7 a.m., I have been doing a sequence of forgiveness inspiration at 7 a.m. every morning. And those inspirations will help you as you go through this process. Just listen. Some of the things that we talk about there are some of the things that you're going to be going through step by step. So if there is nothing left, let me get my girls, let me get my girls' link and put them in here, because I truly appreciate each and every one of them that came through the door. I really do. So let me just bear with me one moment. Let me see. Ooh, I'm doing everything else but. Let me get out of myself real quick. All right, bear with me. If there's anything that you want to chat about, know about, or anything like that, now's the time to do that as I gather the links up. Okay. Gigi, I'm putting the link in from Madam Oracle so you can find out. She must have dipped out, but at least when I put the link in here, you'll be able to follow her in regards to her chickens, okay? All right. So it's going to be Madam Oracle. Oh, she's there. G, she's in the chat, G. Gigi wants to know about your chickens, madam. I'm going to put your link in the chat. Matter of fact, you know what? I can do one better. How about this? You're going to drop your own link. How about that part? All right? You know what? I can do one better. There I go talking. Oh, you had a call, baby? Okay. So, Madam Oracle, drop your link. Okay? Drop your link. Do I need to go back to... Okay, let me see if I can do this from here. Okay. Drop your link, madam, okay? Drop your link. D, drop your link in the chat, okay? Drop your link. I appreciate each and every one of you coming through. These are wonderful content creators as they support us over here in Blended Healing, as so we should report, as so we should. I made you a mod, baby. Okay, I see it coming up now. So, put it in there, Madam Oracle. Thank you, baby. Support these wonderful women. These wonderful women. They are a wealth of information. They will help support in every which way that they can. Like I said, this is a group, and we're going to be going through this together. All right. So make sure you get your dedicated journals ready, because next week, baby, I hope you be ready. Thank you. I love you from a genuine place. Thank you so much for coming through. Gigi, you can follow Madam Oracle. The link is in the chat. And you can follow up on Madam Oracle and her chickens. Okay? All right. Okay, Gigi, that's good? All right. All right. Gigi wants to know about them chickens. We all are like the godparents of them chickens. All right, Manimo? All right. You enjoy your night as well, Gotti 288. She said that they're doing good, but with their bad tails. She said they're doing okay. So here is Goddess D, Goddess of Love. His link is there. She pinned it. You're more than welcome, D, Goddess of Love. Madam Oracle, you're my girl. You know that. All right. Gigi, Madam Oracle said that she's going to try to post just shorts or video updates as often as she can, okay? All right. Gigi said okay. All right, y'all. Woo. Y'all behave yourselves tonight in them YouTube streets or out in them streets, all right? Be safe. Be well. And I'll see you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. sharp. All right. I love y'all from a genuine place. Oh, you know what? I'm going to be a little bold tonight. If y'all would like to tip your host for this class, please feel free to hit, to tip the hostess. I'm going to push myself. How about that? All right. That's my Cash App. And feel free. You can tip me. You can donate. It'll be great. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Madam O. I appreciate you, doll. I really do. Oh, let me keep that up. Just in case the people in the back might want to do that. All right, baby. All right, good night, y'all. We lingered enough. Be safe out there in them streets, I love you from a genuine place. I really do. Thank you so much for coming through. Remember, you create your own reality and all the players that are in it. Remember, you are worthy. You are worthy. Ashe and deep bow.